Hello, everyone. It's your boy Jeff. I got a contest entry video here today. I'm hoping I make it in under the wire, and if I don't, that's okay too. But this is an entry for the lottery contest run by the great Bobby Z. And the theme of this contest is all about love. It's all about VCLT. It's all about the love that we share and give to each other in the vinyl community. Now, I've certainly been the recipient of some incredibly generous VCLT in my time here in the vinyl community, without a doubt. Besides, even more valuable to me are the friendships that I've made with so many people. And it's just been a really cool thing. It's the vinyl community has been like an antidote for a lot of the crap that we all face in the world on a daily basis, especially with what we've gone through over the last year plus with COVID and all that. So the theme of the contest was to show some of your favorite VCLT that you've received. Now, I have a couple of things here to show. I've received, I can't list them all, obviously, but these are a couple that have touched me the most. So we're just going to get started. You never forget your first. VCLT. My buddy Brad over at H2 Vinyl was the first one to send me a VCLT a couple years ago. I mentioned that I was a fan of Morphine and that these albums had been reissued, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that. I made a comment, just an idle comment, because I had these on CD, and lo and behold, Brad took it upon himself to send me their second album, Cure for Pain. So I think I don't have the editing skills, to put clips of when I actually opened this, but the video is there. If you dig down in my, through my videos, there's a lot of them, I know. But yeah, I was pretty surprised. It was a really great feeling to actually be able to take part in the thrill of getting VCLT. So, and I'm still friends with Brad to this day. We're best buds, and we've exchanged VCLT a lot over the couple of years that we've known each other. So, but it'll always hold a special place because it'll always be my first, and this is a great album too. Now, you guys all know about Legendary Jim, or at least most of you should. And there have been many videos that I've seen where he's got somebody, someone who was looking for a particular grail, couldn't find it. And I've seen it over and over and over in just about any package that he sends to people. And I'm no exception. He got me too when he sent me this copy of Noah, because my collecting of early Bob Seger had gone on for a long time. I chronicled it as I went in my videos here. Actually, Dylan from Noble Records also sent me a hard to find Seeger 2, Brand New Morning. But this one was the last one I needed, and I pretty much resigned myself to never getting it because I'd never even seen one in person, even at a record show or anywhere. And online prices were just insane. So I figured, well, okay, that's going to be that, because I'm not going to drop, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this thing. So lo and behold, I got got a package from Legendary Jim, and the last one in there was this. So, and got the note. Still got the note in there. And this completed my early Bob Seger collection. So yeah, I was pretty blown away by this one. So yeah, Jim, you're still legendary. I think who did I just see? Just I think it was Melinda. You just sent VCLT package 2 and had some really awesome stuff in there. So there's a reason we're calling you legendary, because you are. But really, you know, out of the records that, you know, we've sent back and forth to each other, just me and everybody else who I've sent VCLT to, and people who've sent VCLT to me, you know, for the most part, when you're talking about like serious money, you know, that hasn't always been a factor, because there's been a lot of reissues, you know, of vinyl here recently. So it makes it kind of easier to find and send things to people that may be looking for them. But probably the one that blew me away the most, just because it's it's expensive. And when I opened the box for this, I was gobsmacked. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. It wasn't just a MoFi, it was a MoFi one step. Gary from Gary's Vinyl Dungeon sent this to me a couple years ago, and I was literally stunned when I opened the box and saw that this was inside. I mean, these are expensive records. And it's one of those things you just don't know what to say, because, you know, my love of Stevie Ray is you know, pretty great, and I'd seen that these were being released. You know, MoFi was releasing his albums, or starting to. They also did release Couldn't Stand the Weather, which I bought on my own, but I only have a couple MoFis in my collection anyway. In fact, Bobby, you sent me the MoFi version of Heart Like a Wheel by Linda Ronstadt. But these one steps, I'd pretty much resigned myself to just being like something that I would just look at, or something that other people had. I didn't consider it to ever be anything that I would own. And sure enough, I was completely surprised by this one. So yeah. I don't think I'd ever gotten anything quite this expensive before, but it certainly was appreciated. And I did return the favor. I sent him the UHQR version of Axis Bold as Love, which probably is the most expensive VCLT I've sent to anybody else. So I had to do it. I had to return the favor. I just couldn't. I couldn't let it slide. It was just too. It was too nice. So, but yeah, there have been many instances of people sending me something like just recently. Bill at the Vinylverse sent me a copy of Reckoning by REM, which was the one album left that I needed to complete my REM collection from the 80s, REM in the 80s. So stuff like that, you know, it's and I've done that too. You see people mention stuff, you know, or talk about, you know, grails or this or that, and sometimes I'm actually able to find it fairly easily, and if I do, I'll send it to them, and it's a great feeling to see their faces when they open it. So I thought this is a great theme for a contest. But besides records and stuff like that, there was also something else that really touched me, And I'm going to have to lower this camera down. And we're going to go on a little field trip. I hope I did it enough. Because, nope, we're going to have to tilt it. This is my, it's a Telefunken. This is what I use to play 78s on my 78 Cavalcade series. Now, he doesn't really make videos anymore. And not that I've seen, but the guy's name was Russ. His channel name was Amorphous Audio. And I had shown on my channel that I was going to try to restore this Telefunken because this tube set, it sort of worked, but not really. I couldn't really pick up any radio from it. I couldn't really play any anything on it. It didn't even have a record player at the time. I had to track one down. And let me just put this all the way down. Here we go. It's still not enough. Okay. But still, you guys get the idea. You've seen this this tube set before. But he's sort of local to me. So, and we had been, you know, commenting on each other's videos here and there, getting to know each other a little bit. And when he learned that I had this tube set, he offered to fix it for me. So he came over, and there's, I put them all in a playlist. I could always probably link to it if there's enough interest, of him actually restoring this tube set. So, and I told him, I said, you know, however long it takes you, don't worry about it, you know. And I said, and keep a list of all the things that all the parts that you bought for it, and I'll reimburse you, you know, when it's all said and done. And when he reached out saying that he was finished, unfortunately, I was stuck working, which is, you know, not an unusual occurrence for me. But my wife was able to be home to get it, you know, because he was going to be in the area to bring it over. I think that's how it went. And I told her, I said, whatever money it costs, just, you know, give it to him and give him something extra. And sure enough, he comes over and he says, no, that's it. This was going to be like VCLT. So, yeah, the sentimental value of this thing is off the chart for me, you know. But he literally rebuilt this entire tube set. He replaced the tubes, replaced the capacitors, cleaned it up, made all the dials and buttons worked again, you know, because like there's like little rubber bands that turn in there that had all dry rotted and broke. I mean, it's almost like brand new again. And he did it as VCLT. So just having this, being able to work, because this was my grandmother's, you know, sentimental value to me is like I said, off the charts. But just to have like an old set like this actually working, and, you know, it picks up AM FM now and plays it pretty good, you know. If you like the tube sound, this is the set for you. And of course, if you watch any of my 78 Cavalcade videos, you'll see all of that is coming out of the speakers on this thing. So that was really monumental for me to have as VCLT. I mean, it's one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for me. So, you know, it hasn't been just records being sent back and forth. It's been stuff like this. Or even, I actually have a cube here for things that I've won in contests. Another VCLT. I know Mazzy has mentioned his book, Beatles England, that he was selling, I guess. And I'd reached out to him and said, hey, do you have any copies left? I'd like to buy one. And he just said, forget about it. I'll just send it to you. And he did. And he even signed it. And he likes buttons. He even included a Beatles England button. So, just the generosity, and also this postcard. The generosity from everybody in the VC has just been awesome to behold, and it, like I said, it's been an antidote for a lot of the negative things out in the world. It kind of restores your faith in people a little bit. So, those are the ones that really touched me the most, that really moved me. But anytime I get VCLT from anyone, it's hugely appreciated. So I hope this entry makes it into the contest. If not, that's okay. I know I'm running late. So for everyone watching, thank you. For everyone who's ever sent me anything, thank you. And here's to many more years in the VC, and keep the love train rolling. So till next time, it's your boy Jeff. I will see you again soon.